Welcome back to WheelThrillGaming. RPG Fairy here. Today we are going to be looking at Dragon Age Inquisition. As I've stated previously in some of my other games, I have raved about this game. This game is my all-time favorite game. First off, it is what I consider the pinnacle or a great example of what a game should be that is looking to include gamers with disabilities. This game, pretty much right out the box, I was able to play. The first time I played through it, I was just using a regular old keyboard and just a plain desk mouse. Nothing special. Nothing out of the ordinary when we're looking at games, our controllers. I was able to complete the game. Now, I've never 100%ed a game, but I have been able to complete the storyline and do, I would say all but one of the side slash DLCs. The one I have not completed is Descent. I'll explain that later on in probably, one of the other videos of my situation with Descent. But I won't get into that today. So, what we're going to be, now I just want to show you right off, my key bindings just to prove. We're just looking at standard key bindings here. I have not changed anything. Really have not needed it. I may, just because of my change of my options. Nope, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I can actually do the sprint, so that's fine. So, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be going through the character creator, not actually getting into the game this time. Our video next week will actually get into the physical game. But today, I kind of want to share with you a little story, if you will, with the game. So, one of the absolute greatest things about the Dragon Age series is that BioWare did not pigeonhole a character with this long backstory of this is where this character from. Pretty much all they gave you was the character's race, what clan they came from or family they came from, and maybe a general overview of maybe where they grew up. That's pretty much all they give you, even way back in Origins. I think Hawk was probably the closest thing that did not have that had maybe a full story, but even Hawk's is kind of loosely before the time of the game starting in 2. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my headcanon. Before I go into that, I want to give you a little backstory on me. So back in 2017, I formed an RPG group through Facebook by the name of Hearts of Thedas. Hearts as in H-A-R-T, which is one of the creatures in Dragon Age. They're one of the mounts. So, but it's a great. It was a great group. We're still together. We do some minor RPs nowadays. Still usually based around Dragon Age. With our group, we actually started the Inquisitor's Quest from the end of Trespasser to which is the true ending of Dragon Age Inquisition, to where we saw that the next game was going to be headed. Now, of course, this was way before the game the next Dragon Age game started to be built. Is just where we saw the stories going. It's funny, even now with some of the imagery that the Dragon Age has created, we've actually seen a few parallels, which is great. You know, it always makes us laugh a little bit when we see those parallels. Um, um, but it was a fun time. Um, we really built a great friendship through this game. Um, Now I use the Dragon Age D&D books um, um, to control, because I was kind of the DM, the Inquisitor, through the majority of the game. It was a free form game, so it wasn't just one DM. It was just I mainly handled the challenges the groups had to go through. But beyond that, we did do a lot of fun times at Skyhold and a lot of fun times at out and about, and building these different characters that have sticked with our players for quite some time now. A lot of their characters were based off of their Inquisitor characters, or just characters that they had in mind for that would fit into the Dragon Age world. Um, Now, because I did form it, like I said, I was the Inquisitor for our group. So I'm going to build and tell you the story of my Inquisitor. So let's start the game, and we'll get started on that. Okay, so my Inquisitor is an elf, and she is an archer. Now, she's an archer, like I said. We're going to be playing this one in, I think I'm going to go with normal mode. I actually have played this game on some of the custom setting, and I don't know if I can't remember if I've actually ever played this on Nightmare, but I do know I've played it on hard. But for this one, I'm actually just going to do normal. Now, enslaved long ago by humans, most elves still live as second-class citizens within human cities. Elves who reject this life are known as the Dalish, nomadic wanderers who strive to keep the ancient elven religion and traditions alive. You were raised in the wilderness to be a hunter, relied upon the Lavellan clan for food and protection. The clan wanders the northern free marches and had little interaction with humans until the clan's keeper sent you to the Chantry's conclave to spy. What happens there, she said, would impact not only the Dalish but indeed all elves. You should not have known how right she was. Now, that's the story they give you to start with. So, like I said, just kind of a little background on her story. So, I'm going to get into that in just a second. There's going to be a brief video after this, and then we'll be into the character creator. So. Okay, so before we go in this, you can actually custom your world state by going to Dragon Age Keep. The Dragon Age Keep is really cool because you can go in there and tell them exactly how your previous games ran, so that this world actually will reflect that. In fact, you can see characters that have either been killed or alive due to this. I may maybe when I'm doing the hinterlands, I might go over some of my key world my custom world states for you, just simply because the hinterlands is massive. That is probably going to be at least 2 to 3 videos all in itself. So we'll worry about those then. But for now, we really don't need to know too much about my world state for general purposes. So let's go on to that video. Okay, so the thing to know about Anfidel, oh, sorry, my main character's name, her name is Anfidel. First off, that means um, wolf lover in Elven. Um, Now, that may, if you are familiar with the game, that may tell you right there where I'm coming from. So, let me go back here. Yeah, I know that. I'm going to pick. Okay, I'm going to start with this head to start with. Anne Fidel was raised by her father in the Lavellan clan. Um, Now, the thing about Anne is that her father had a very interesting way of looking at the world. He believed that all the Dalish um, deities should be honored and respected, um, no matter which one. Um, Now, if you are familiar with the Dalish, there is a god um, called Finn Harel. This god you should be very familiar with in this story. If you're not, you will be if you're watching this. Um, Finn Harel is the um, Dalish Dread Wolf. He is considered a trickster god, um, and um, they use him in a lot of curses from them. Each clan always has a wolf outside their clan with facing away from their um, their camp. Um, Now, the way her father raised her was she would go and pray to all the gods, including Finn Harel. Now, this did bring some people in the clan to not feel very comfortable. Um, they felt her slightly betraying the clan as she would be worshiping even him. She was known to every morning gather flowers and place them in front of the Finn Harel statue, along with um, giving prayers and offerings to the other Dalish deities as well. Now, when Anne Farrell was young, she lost her father. Her father was actually one of a well-known hunter in her clan. Probably why they tolerated him, even though they did not agree with his beliefs, and especially the way he was raising his daughter. Um, Now, when he passed away, um, she was taken in by the keeper of the clan, um, and kind of protected. He almost babied her in a lot of ways. Um, Now, there was another
You leave me
elven
no choice.
girl in the village by
As long
the
as the
name
job gets
of
done, I don't care about the
Mel.
rest.
Mel was the same age as um, as Anne,
Everything you've
but
heard?
Mel
Completely true.
always felt a rivalry between her. and Anne. So when it was time to come of age, both girls who were both trained in hunting, they were sent out on a quest to help control a the wolves of that were nearby that were stalking and killing some of the um, Hala and even terrorizing some of the clansmen. So as her coming of age quest, she had to go hunt these. Now she and Mel were sent out together as a hunting party to handle these wolves. Now, they did manage to get this. They managed to kill the wolves, um, just barely. Um, but it drove even a further um, um, rift between her and Mel. Um, Mel was in love with somebody who was in love with Anne. And because he denied her and turned her away, um, Mel, whose mother was a mage who died very young, um, felt that she was being turned away from the clan. So she actually decided to run away. This actually, because of Mel's disappearance after this, and the fact that Anne had brought back a wolf pup back to the clan, it drove a bigger rift between Anne and the clan. So the when the Chantry um, coven um, was called that we read earlier, um, the the keeper of her clan felt that he had no other choice. He decided to send Anne away. It was not just, oh, go spy on them, but it was also a way to distance Anne from the clan. So the fact that the next proceedings happen after that, um, is um, very big. If you're interested in reading more of these stories or wanting to see the deeper details of this, um, um, go to look on Facebook for Hearts of Thetis. My group is still live. You do have to answer some questions to get into it. Just let them know that you are coming in from my videos, and I will make sure you get approved so that you can read our stories. I do want to. The character Mel that I was mentioning, she was played by another YouTuber. I will put a link to her channel in the description below, um, so that you can um, look and learn about her as well. Um, I am trying to build my character still. Unfortunately, got a little carried away with the storytelling there, but let me try here to help you. Um, so, trying to get green eyes, and it's kind of hard to. Anne has green eyes and reddish auburn hair. Yeah, this is the one thing I don't like. I don't like too many of these sliders because it's really hard to get them exactly the way you want them. That looks a little better. Okay, so this is where we need to change her Venicels on here. These are those tattoos on their face. This is an elven tradition. Now, she has the mythal, these right here. But she has them extremely light, and they're going to be slightly pink color. So they're just like a wisp of actually being there to begin with. See, they're just kind of faintly there. I like that look. Okay, makeup style. She usually has like slightly greenish brown. Maybe over here. It's very light. No, going under eye color. To a slight brown. I don't really like her lips to shine because in some images it makes it look more like she's got a extra tooth or buck tooth. I like to go with a very natural color for her. Lip liner. it. Just slightly, very natural look and makeup size. Alright, now we just need to name her, and as I said, her name is Anne Findell. I know a lot of people joke and says it reminds them of Infidel, but it's Anne Fidel. Anne Fidel Lavellian. Alright, so going to... Alright, so pretty much we're going to stop here for now because this is the end of this part of the game. This will lead into the next part of the game. So stay tuned next week to see the beginning of the game. Now, I do highly suggest checking that out because I'm going to show you some little tips and tricks that you would normally miss out on if you aren't aware of it. There are some hidden things in the tutorial portion of the game. So stay tuned next week for that. If you enjoyed this and you would like to know more about the Hearts of Thedas RP, or you'd like to hear more stories about them, give the comment down below. Let me know. If you would, if you enjoyed this and you don't want to miss the next upcoming, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out. But until next week, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye!